Welcome everybody, welcome to TBN 10. I'm Gabriella.
I'm David.
And I hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving break, because I know I did. I'm coming back feeling well rested, ready to be back. David, how are you? How are you feeling?
I had a great break, I had lots of family, friends, food, and great sleep this break.
You were grubbing too, huh?
Definitely.
And now with Thanksgiving out the way and Christmas around the corner, I feel like Christmas came kind of early for Putnam since we got them new Smartboards.
Technology's looking really advanced in this school right now.
Let's see what these Smartboards have in store for our school.
If you take a look behind me, you'll see an extraordinary amount of boxes. Many of us have been wondering where they're from and what they're for. We sought out to find the answer and found something huge.
We traced the boxes back to the IT department. They're currently performing a huge $500,000 project involving smartboards. Let's head in and find out what it's all about.
Hello, so my name is William Strother. I am the department chair for the IT shop here at Putnam Vocational Technical Academy. So we are happy to announce that we are working on retrofitting the entire building with the new Promethean 9 smartboards throughout the entire building. Now we are at the next phase, which is to add these new smartboards into the entire building. What's really cool about this project is there's a lot of moving parts. I'll begin by thanking both the custodial staff and construction. When we first received the smartboards, a total of 113 of them plus 53 or so actual mobile devices, it was the custodial staff and construction literally taking each board off of the truck. And with IT and a couple of robotic students actually, we were able to secure them underneath the stairwell where they sit right now in their temporary state.
What we're currently doing is helping the teachers and around the school to help put up more smartboards, better smartboards. These smartboards are going to be more advanced than the current ones, great, bigger, bulkier, but much more smaller, lenient, faster. Doesn't really require much effort. It's just, there.
I think it'll help the teachers be more interactive and help explain problems like for math and physics easier to the students.
They're going to benefit classrooms by actually being able to see the board, because the old ones, they really weren't able to they didn't have that visual to it. So now they have that visual.
It'll help teachers not have as many glitches or problems when they're trying to do their lesson, because everybody's lesson is online now. So this will help them be able to get all their technology up to date.
I definitely have to give shout out to our principal, Mr. Johnson, because literally this is a $500,000 project. This is a project that has been well in the making since COVID. We were able to secure the funding and then get those boards in place. We would be still kind of using this old piece of technology, and now we're, again, excited about that.
At the rate technology is advancing in the school, it's going to look like anything's possible soon.
Literally, I'm reading one of my favorite books on my phone. I got the actual one at home too.
That's what you've been doing?
Yeah.
Oh, that actually reminds me, there's a book club here in Putnam.
Really?
Yeah. Let's pass it on to Naisha to hear more information.
Naisha, we're on. Right. I was just reading this book from Putnam's Book Club. Here in the library, every other Wednesday from 2:30 to 3:30, you are able to join Mrs. Brower in the library to read interesting books such as these. All of the books that they read have tons of diversity, and you're able to recommend the next book that they read all together. Ms. Brower works with public libraries to get more books for the club, and any grade can join. You can sign up in the library or contact Mrs. Brower at browerl@springfieldpublicschools.com.
Well, if you're interested in joining, make sure you talk to Ms. Brower down at the library so you can be a part of the book club. But as we all know, the holiday season is approaching, and I don't know about you, David, but I'm in need of getting my family some gifts.
I completely agree. The prices this holiday season, though, they're looking really steep.
True.
Makes it a lot more difficult for struggling families to provide for their little ones.
Well, that's what Toys for Tots comes in, to keep that Christmas spirit alive. Let's take a look.
Hello, my name is Anthony Melendez from TBN News. Holidays around the corners and kids need gifts. I'll be talking to Mrs. Morrell today, the organizer for Toys for Tots, and how to donate.
I am the organizer here at Putnam for Toys for Tots. We've partnered with the Marines here to be a collection site.
And when did this organization start?
This actually started in 1947 from a Marine named Bill Hendricks. He came home and his wife had a few handmade toys around the house, and she wanted him to bring them to an organization that would hand them out to needy children, and that's how it all began.
Do you know how many toys get donated each year?
So last year alone, they distributed over 38,000 toys to our surrounding community.
That's amazing. I feel like every kid deserves a toy for each holiday, you know. And how are these toys distributed?
So families go online and onto their website and they fill out an application to receive these toys for Christmas. And they are distributed in our surrounding communities such as Franklin, Hampshire, Hamden, and Berkshire counties.
What are some things that people can do to support Toys for Tots other than donating toys?
So they can send in monetary donations that they can find on the website at westernmasstoysfortots.org. They can volunteer their time to help with distributing the toys or collecting or sorting the toys at the warehouse. Anytime that you can reach out and become part of a community resource is always a benefit.
I just want to thank Mrs. Moreo and other students for supporting this cause. Every child deserves a gift this year. Sending back to the studio.
Wow, that sounds like a really awesome organization, especially for this upcoming Christmas.
Yeah, you know, I actually wanted a mixing board this Christmas.
Is that to like produce music and stuff?
Yeah, that one.
That's cool. I think you'd be interested in the music program opening up this year.
I know Juliara had a conversation with the guy who runs it. Let's see what he has to offer.
Hi, my name is Juliara Quendo. I'm here with...
How you doing? It's Chemo.
And we're going to be talking a little bit about his program in school. Can you describe your program?
So my program consists of these different facets that have to do with the creative community. One of the biggest creative pushes that we're pushing is music. As far as an audience, I honestly just want to tackle people who are amazed and are inspired by it. It doesn't matter if you are young, if you're old, it doesn't matter if you're in between, it doesn't matter who it is that's listening, as long as it's something you want to listen to.
How many students are allowed in your program and how many students have you gathered so far?
So we honestly had to give ourselves a limit. We kind of gave ourselves, like, let's say maybe 25 students. So the plan is to give these kids the tools necessary to be able to create music on their own, to be able to pursue music as a career. And if we end up crossing paths again, then phenomenal. We work on everything. There's kids that are singing lo-fi songs. There's kids that are all into rock. We have dembow, or like the Spanish Dominican music. Primarily, as an individual, we tend to do more hip-hop, but by all means, anything is possible. The biggest thing is I've been making music since I was 13 years old. I actually attended Putnam as a student. And inside of the music room, there was a phenomenal teacher named Mr. Schumann. That man allowed me the opportunity to make mistakes and teach me based on those mistakes that I was making. And I just hope that I could do something like that to the youth. You just need to be self-motivated. You need to have self-discipline. And if you love yourself enough to force yourself to do something that you feel uncomfortable with, then that's all you need. It's just passion.
Those are all the questions we have. Thank you for watching. This is TVN News.
Well, that sounds pretty interesting. How do you feel about that?
It sounds like something I'd be pretty interested. Sorry, I thought I had my phone outside. Class dues, what's that about?
Oh, I didn't even pay mine yet.
Me neither.
I think there's a lot of misconceptions about class dues and what they're even going towards.
Let's have Stephanie clear some of that up for us.
Class dues.
Class dues.
Class dues.
Class dues.
Class dues.
Class dues.
Class dues. Class dues. Class dues.
Class dues.
Class dues.
Class dues.
Class dues, guys.
Class dues.
Class dues.
Class dues.
Class dues. Pay up.
Hello, seniors. This is a reminder to pay your class dues. You have until Christmas break to pay your $100 or you will incur a $25 late fee.
Class dues? What is she talking about?
Class dues, that's what you pay for so you can get your cap, gown, diploma, and yearbook.
Well, can't we just pay for that with our fundraisers?
That's not what fundraisers are for. They're for class trips and prom.
But, well, I guess I'll just go pay my class dues then. Sooner rather than later. Jeff doesn't do upcharges.
So it seems like class dues are actually pretty vital. They help clear your expenses with your cap, gown, yearbook, and diploma.
Yeah, those are some pretty important things. I think it's about time we pay them.
I know that's right.
Well, I think that about covers everything for today.
We hope to see you guys again another time. Thank you for watching our TBN 10 video, and we're off.